Once viewed as a progressive hero, President Wilson's legacy is now muddled in controversy due to his relatively open disdain for minorities. Woodrow Wilson was able to lower tariffs, and the income tax amendment was now in place. Wilson helped create the Federal Reserve Act, which helped centralize government banking, believing the banking system should be public, not private. He was also huge in expanding the fight against trust with the creation of something that exists today, the FTC. The Federal Trade Commission now had power to investigate antitrust allegations, enforce antitrust laws, and fight against any company trying to establish a monopoly. Following this, Wilson signed the Clayton Antitrust Act of 1914, and this specified anti-competitive practices and banned them. The trusts were being weakened by Wilson. He passed the Keating-Owen Act. This law made it illegal to ship goods if the goods were made in factories employed by children. Although this law was overturned by the Supreme Court, the environment to ban child labor was strong, and more pressure was placed for businesses to end the practice. Wilson's new freedom plans were popular as they were built on progressive ideas: lower tariffs, nature conservation, bank reform, and the breaking up of trust. Unfortunately, President Wilson's negative racial sentiments were strong. President Wilson was originally from the South, notably from Virginia, and his parents supported slavery and the Confederacy. He embraced segregationalists in his executive cabinet. He allowed the hateful pro-KKK movie, Birth of a Nation, to be screened at the White House, and it was received well by many in the room, allegedly. Wilson expanded segregation to government offices, and segregation expanded all throughout Washington, D.C. Throughout his term, even during World War I, Wilson continued to segregate offices in the federal government, and even African American soldiers returning from war were denied the jobs they once had. That's messed up. Wilson's legacy is complex, but his impact on the country cannot be denied, good or bad.